It's minicamp and OTA season, and today we're looking at the Seattle Seahawks, and we're going to watch Damien Martinez. We're going to watch him work through a drill. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at practice every day. Rookie camp, OTAs, minicamp, training camp, workouts in between, whatever we can find. You want to look at your rookies? It's here. You want to look at those guys you're drafting in fantasy football soon? It's here. Favorite players on your favorite team? Here. Click that button. Know what your players are doing behind the scenes so you know what's going on with your team and your fantasy teams. Like I said, we're going to loop this and keep talking ball. This is just one drill here. Late round picks don't get a lot of coverage, but I wanted to do a video on him all this time. All this time. You see me doing all these videos? Damien Martinez was one of my favorite prospects. That's the thing about this. He fell in the draft, but I think this is a huge get for the Seattle Seahawks. A massive one. And here's the clip. Here's the clip. If you're dying to see it, we're dying to see more Damien Martinez. We're dying to see more Damien Martinez. Here is a running back prospect that was left behind almost in high school recruiting. We go to Oregon State, we blow up. We blow up. Pac-12 after dark. If you're in the know, you're in the know. This guy was looking good. This guy was looking solid. And then we transfer. We go to Miami. We transfer a little bit later. We have Ward there. We knew he was going to go to Miami because of Ward, but a lot of people were like praying he'd go to their team. Praying he would go to their team. They're like, Damien Martinez, please, please come to my team. You will transform it. You will transform it. We go to Miami and we hit. What does that say? We can go from one team to another. We can transfer, go to a different system, take over, and become productive. Now we're at the NFL level. We're at Seattle. So the big question here, you got Kenneth Walker. You got Charbonnet. You got some other prospects there. You got a very talented backfield. This is a very talented running back. And if you look across the board, media, people are actually scouting these rookies, you would know, and you would hear a lot of people say, he's more talented than a 7th round pick. He is. He is. Any other year, any other draft, he's getting drafted higher than this. For sure in last year's draft. Last year's draft started off with a guy with a torn ACL, and the next running back off the board did not have a 1,000-yard season. And he did not have a first-round running back. This year, you had 2 first-round running backs. Second round was popping with running backs, unlike the year before. Third round, you had Caleb Johnson. Fourth round, off the board immediately. Running backs were coming down. This is one of the most talented running back classes of all time. Some guys are going to fall through the cracks. This could be it. This could be it. So what are we expecting about Damien Martinez? This is a good running back prospect that can make guys miss in the open field, that can also handle a large workload. That's just very dependable. And it's not like he hasn't slipped through the cracks before and hasn't hit. He's done that. He's done that. This is a huge value for the Seattle Seahawks. I know we're watching him over and over, but some of you guys wanted this because you wanted to hear this analysis. Now you're looking at the Seattle running backs. Those 2 running backs, they take turns getting hurt throughout the seasons, the last 2 years. They took their turns. It's little nick-up injuries where they just missed a couple of games here and there. Then he comes back, then the other guy gets hurt, and it's been like that off and on. But when we're looking at Damien Martinez here, this is where he could shine. This is where he could climb the depth chart. They're looking for more depth due to that. That's another thing about that. But he was so cheap, they had to make that pick. He was so cheap. They did not need to draft the running back. They did not need to, but he was so cheap and so talented. He's more talented than the draft cost that they had to make this pick. They just had to do it. For Dynasty, he's like one of your last picks. He's usually on the board in your final round. If you're wanting to go a day 3 running back, sure, you might be waiting a while. You might be able to pick him up or get him in trade as a throw-in later on down the road due to that. But if you're looking for a speculative asset that's talented, here you go. For redraft, he's outside the scope right now until we start hearing noise. When we start hearing noise, I will have you need videos left and right about him for sure. For sure. You need videos or videos where I just go over all the stats whatever I can find, and then talk about whether or not you need them. That's pretty much it, without telling you if you need them. But I will give you my take whether or not I like the player. But that's what I do. So if you're a smart player, you can read between the lines there. That's probably something you should be interested in. It's like, player you need 2025 fantasy football. That's how it is. But that's how I do it. That way, you get all the information. You make the decisions for yourself. I'm going to say this. If he cracks opportunity, you better be looking hard. You better be looking hard at him. That's what I'm going to definitely say. Because this is a very talented running back prospect. This team wants to run the football. This team wants to use their running backs, especially in the passing game. He's a very dependable running back. Once he gets rolling, he's going to smoke guys in the open field. Not the fastest running back, but also athletically tested okay. Tested okay. Now, it doesn't look so great among this tremendous running back class, but you put him in any other running back class, he's competing hard. He's competing hard. He competed hard in this running back class, honestly. He sure did with that prospect profile, with all the production scores that was up there, with him producing with 2 different teams, with him producing instantly at Oregon State. This is a running back prospect that was underrated per the NFL because he kept slipping. Shouldn't be. There were some running backs that got drafted ahead of him that shouldn't have. I believe that shouldn't have. There's a few of them that on day 3 he should have went ahead of them. Like, this is a better running back prospect than a lot of running backs that got drafted ahead of him. And not saying I know more or anything. It's just the odds with the production, with what he did and everything else. Very sound prospect. Seattle got a guy that could hit on you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.